In this video we're going to look at some of the device management things that we can do so that you don't have to manually jump on the firewall and do various tasks from there. So let's take a look at the device that we provisioned, and we've got Neil's test box for training, and in here we can do various things. Obviously we've given it a name for a minute, but we're going to give it a description. So this is the test box that Neil is using for training. Could be absolutely anything. Could be put the region, AWS region XYZ. Could put some tags on there to easily identifiable, which environment sort of thing. So we've got dev, we've got training, we've got small EC2, can delete after X. Put whatever tags in there and you're good to go. Assign policy. This is the actual policy that we assigned previously and pushed. We've got package management update. It's a feature that we've just recently released, that it means that you can do all the package management and upgrades for that. This one has just been patched, as we can see. So these are 3 updates that do require patching, updating and rebooting. Normally you'd have hundreds in there potentially, and you can just push everything from here. As we can see in here, we've got the routing engine is up and running absolutely fine, and all the various components to make the enforza firewall work. If we release a new agent and piece of software that goes on the firewall itself, it'll show up in here, and then you can actually install directly from here. No reboot required. Across the metadata, it gives you information if you may want to resync now and again if you change the location or change IP addresses, but essentially where it's showing you which account ID it's in, which region, instance ID, the size of the box, and the private IP addresses, and gives you an idea of the size of the box that you've provisioned. On the networking side, we get to see all the information about the networking interfaces. Ordinarily, we recommend one network card on a Linux box. In the public gateway, public subnet works perfectly fine on there. Gives you the IP addresses. This comes from DHCP, and it's the primary interface on there. Also give you the routing table. Obviously, there's a simple setup. So basically, default route and everything is out of the network card, and it's going to the VPC router. It'll also give you information about where it's hosted, what the BGP AS number is, and the public IP address on that. Along the top, we've got the telemetry, as we briefly saw before. It gives you information about the bandwidth going through the box. This little spike here was probably when I was pushing and upgrading all the packages. You can see the number of firewall sessions increased at that point. Packets per second and no drops. Gives you an idea of the disk usage and the CPU utilization and memory. This is good to see whether you've over provisioned or under provisioned the EC2 or VM size for the amount of traffic that's going through your box, or the complexity of the firewall rule set. In here, as we saw previously, we've got the firewall rules that are in there. We can see this particular rule is being blocked by the implicit deny from the management rule. So this is somebody from the outside world trying to ping our box via ICMP, but we've got the implicit deny rule, so we're blocking that out there. There's no FQDN filters on this box, so we don't expect to see any rules on there. But as you can see, these are the basic things that you can get up and running, and it enables you to manage the device remotely without ever having to SSH onto the box, unless you want to add multiple packages or do a reboot or do your own maintenance on top of it. So that's the device management from this video. What we'll do on the next one is look at the creating more complex firewall policies, using the firewall object manager to make life a little bit easier. But for the moment, thank you very much.